What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of B.D.G Gaming Live. My name is Nate, and with me is Crunchy Penis.
Hey, shut up.
We're excited to be playing Devil May Cry This Many today.
I don't know how to count that high, so I'm going to assume it's 26.
Yes, as I'm being a walking billboard for PlayStation, Nintendo, and I got Xbox pants on.
And I got my overly priced Devil May Cry 3 Dante jacket because I'm a fanboy for this series.
And a piece of crap.
Hell yeah!
During this, though, we are also going to be asking this guy here trivia questions because he thinks he's the Devil May Cry boy.
Man.
Besides a crybaby.
I love this series. It's too good.
It is?
It's too good.
It doesn't like you.
Doesn't like me.
And welcome to our new setup, too. Hopefully this all works out okay.
Oh.
Nick, how do you like this new setup?
I like this very much.
At some point, we're going to get a better camera and everything, but this should work for now. Right?
I don't know.
Shut up, Nick.
I don't know how to read.
So, Nick, let's talk about this game.
What about it? God, I love Nero's new, Devil Breaker system. It's so fluid the way it works.
So, does it describe at the beginning of what happened to his...
It's like 2 missions in, and it looks like I thought we could do this where I just started a new game, but I just got to go to mission select and redo it.
Well, then, do that.
That's what I thought. I didn't think it was going to let me. I thought it was going to let me just go from the get-go, but...
Was it loading?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this is dumb. You're dumb.
Yeah, I am. Capcom. I love you, though.
And you smell like underwear.
Thank you for making this man-child's dream come true.
So, as we're playing this game and asking these trivia questions, your prize for it will depend based on how good you do on your questions.
That's a good point.
If you just get a couple questions right, you get the booby prize. If you get half of them right, you get the second prize. If you get the majority right, you get the top prize. And if you get them all correctly, you'll win all 3.
Well, cool. Doesn't let me do the prologue.
You should do the prologue.
Oh, no, absolutely. I was hoping it would let me. I was honestly hoping this would let me start a new game, which every other one does let you, so... That's kind of dumb it doesn't.
I'm going to hit him.
Hit me. I like this because it's a leather jacket and I don't feel pain.
Oh, well then.
That's cheating. Bear skin is cheating.
No. Now, if you had the true skin of a bear, then it'd be different. So my apologies to people watching this right now. I do have a pretty bad cold. I've actually been off work for a couple days due to it. But I had this already set up to do, so kind of the show must go on, I guess, is the right thing to say.
I don't want your herpes, dude. No.
Who's that?
Civilians?
Are they integral to this story?
Absolutely not.
Oh.
That guy is, though.
You may occasionally see a dog appear on this show, too, because they tend to want to wander in the room.
Puppers. So, what was really weird to me with Morrison here was, I don't know if you watched the anime or not, but he was the job guy, and he was a tall, skinny white dude with a blonde hairdo and a little mustache. And they just changed him out of nowhere. I'm not against it, but I wish they would have said it was a different person at least, because that kind of puts some continuity error in there.
To say, I watched the anime. You know it.
It was good. It's good stuff.
In fact, I think when I got Devil May Cry 3, I think it came with disc 1 of the anime.
4 did.
Whatever. Who gives a crap?
Me.
Hey, it's that guy.
It's my father.
On today's episode of Guys I'd Go Gay For, Nick's number 1, Dante.
You goddamn right.
Number 2 would be the Nero.
I don't know. See, now we like to make fun of my girlfriend for this, but she tried to tell us that V here was more attractive than Dante.
Doesn't he look like the fucking...
He looks like Adam Driver or Diver, whoever plays Kylo Ren.
That's what I was thinking of.
I hate his face.
I'm curious to watch his style of gameplay because I've been hearing a lot about how different it is.
Yeah, he fights with the little familiars, like the bird there. He fights with those, and he has like very little attacks to himself.
Because he's a puss?
Probably.
Wasn't he only something like 2 days old?
That's what he said. In his little, I am but 2 days old, in all the trailers. So I don't know. As far as I've gotten in this game, and they haven't explained it yet, but they will show you Nero losing his arm.
Do you think he likes butt stuff?
I like butt stuff.
What kind of butt stuff?
Squids. Butt squids.
So this game, compared to most of the other Devil May Cries, is also nice because it's like 16 hours long.
Which is exciting for me, because, man, I love this series. It's been so long. It's been 11 years since the last one came out. Not counting DMC Devil May Cry.
Because you have a problem with that, right?
I think it was a good game. It just wasn't a good Devil May Cry game.
Yeah. I can see now, since Capcom has up and said they first were staying as a reboot.
Yeah.
And now they've just calling it an alternate universe or something.
Yeah, because, like, the gameplay was fantastic. I feel if it would have been called something else, it could have been a successful series.
Yeah? Underpants Gnomes. That would have been a better series.
DMC Underpants Gnomes.
That would have been perfect.
I'd play that.
Let's make it.
Calm here.
So maybe
Got your nose.
Maybe we'll start with first question. What do you think?
What's first question? Bring it on me. Lay it on me.
So I'm doing my best to keep these questions as not like insanely stupid, like stuff of like who voiced this character in this game, because sometimes the characters' voices change and stuff. I'm not going to be that guy.
Dante's had 3 voice actors, and I only know the name one of them.
I don't care which one. I really don't.
God, Ruben Langdon's a cool dude, though.
I mean, I'll give all them credit for doing their job because they do it well.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not what I'm not here for that.
Oh, yeah.
Are you here for that?
I mean, I'd be a little upset if his voice changed, because Ruben Langdon's the best voice for him.
Sure.
Yeah. Although you can't replace, I should have been the one to fill your darts the only line.
That was pretty hilarious.
That is...
And then he just leaves the sword and shit right there.
Yeah.
I mean, pick that up.
Nah, man.
That'll be a forever joke. Anyway, first question. I'm going to make the first one easy on you.
All right.
Now, I'm going to say it. I want you to wait a couple seconds before you answer it. And to those people at home or in the commentary, you're welcome to answer as well. You ready?
Do it. Lay it on me.
First question. What game was Devil May Cry originally supposed to be?
Resident Evil 2. No, 4. 4. Resident Evil 4.
He didn't even give it 10 seconds and let other people answer. What a son of a bitch.
It's funny, because our moms are different. Because I can't say, oh yeah, well, your mom. I'll do better next time.
I'm trying my hardest not to cough into the mic.
Do it.
Have a
Spread
sore,
the germs
I have a sore
through the mic.
shit. God, my throat hurts really bad.
Stop sucking dick for bus money, dude. You walk home anyways.
Yeah, you're pretty much right. So, I see Nero still has his same old sword with a motorcycle throttle on it for some reason.
Love this sword, man.
Let's talk about the little cult religion thing he was part of.
Yeah.
What was that? The Church of the Sword or something like that?
Order of the Sword.
The Order of the Sword. This is a church that worships demons to kill demons. Right?
Pretty much. He just wanted the power of Sparta. I don't know whether that would be to kill demons or world domination. You take your pick.
What's my pick?
Demons or world domination. I like world domination.
I don't. It's too much responsibility.
See, what's really weird to me is, like, when they announced this trailer, I really thought it was going to be a sequel to the reboot because it's so photorealistic.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, the facial animations in this game and everything is fantastic. It blows my mind on how good they do. I mean, look at Dante's face there.
He looks like he just got it in the butt. I love you.
Didn't he? Lady's hot. Trish is hot.
I think Lady's hotter than Trish, though. Just saying. Except for in 3, she kind of looked like a dude.
Who did?
Lady.
Think so?
Yeah, I just think it's that PS2 era, you know?
Is it because she was lady with a dude with some rockin' tits?
I wish I was a dude with rockin' tits.
What was that line from that South Park episode? I've noticed that you enjoy my daughter's rocking tits.
Oh, the cheesing episode?
Yeah. That's gotta be, like, in my realm of favorite episodes.
I didn't know that was a parody of the first time I saw it. So
Really?
I'd never seen Heavy Metal.
That's true. I guess we do have, like, a 10-year difference between us.
Yeah. And then I actually saw Heavy Metal, and it's a cool movie, but I wouldn't say it's a good movie. Like, I like it for what it is, but it's not a good movie.
No?
Animation's fantastic.
I think it's a very good movie. And you like donkeys.
Only donkey shows. There's a difference.
But that's neither here nor there. So do you just start this in the prologue playing as Nero?
Yeah. At least until mission 4 you play as Nero.
So I understand that whoever this demon is basically a shit kicker.
I mean, he whoops the shit out of the main cast. I mean, you saw Trish and Lady ass up.
Oh, that's kind of a different thing.
Also, you're supposed to lose this fight.
What? You're giving that away.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to Lady and Trish. Who knows Rule 34?
Greatest rule of all time.
That's right.
If it exists, there is porn of it.
I love it.
Good time. There's not as much Devil May Cry porn as you'd think.
I assume it's mostly like Yahweh porn.
There's a good amount of that, unfortunately. A lot of Gloria from 4, you know, when Trish is in that disguise.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that. Not much else.
Are you saying that because you're not in the Yahweh picture with him?
Don't crush my dreams.
You have dreams?
God, that's so good right there.
Dude, that's the shit.
That devil trigger transformation right there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
So as I understand with Dante in this game, compared to his other ones, he can just switch weapons on the fly. He can switch between like 4 different ranged, 4 different close-up weapons just on...
Which is going to be awesome.
Is it?
Well, think about it. In 3, you can only have 2 weapons equipped at a time regardless, and in 4, you had 3 equipped at a time, unless you counted the style change to Yamato.
Okay.
But...
And you know why?
What?
You only have 2 hands. That's why you can only do that in Devil May Cry 3. Not because it's the PS2 limitations, but...
Let the badass demon man be badass. Well, if you had Beowulf equipped, you still only got 2 weapons. But Beowulf would always be on you. The gauntlets.
Oh, okay. Some reason I remember those as Ifrit, but I think that was a different... Or that was...
It's
that
in 1.
Yeah, that was a different one.
1, 3, and 4 all have gauntlets, but they're all different gauntlets, so...
Yeah.
The 1 and 4 is the coolest because it gives them that cool mouthpiece and cowboy boots.
Plus the weird thing in Devil May Cry 1 of the...
Oh, that hurts my soul.
Oh, sad face.
Rebellion just shattering.
But it already had its first taste of blood.
Supposedly, like, you know how Force Edge turns into Sparta?
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly Dante gets that in this game too. Rebellion turns into a sword called Dante.
It's pronounced supposedly.
Supposedly?
Yep, supposedly.
Man.
Bleh.
I don't know why when you made that noise, I just thought of the Johnny Bravo theme. Man, I'm pretty.
God, Johnny Bravo's the greatest.
Oh, mama.
Oh, V's hair turns blonde too, huh? I mean, I guess he's a devil too?
He's a demon, man.
I guess it kind of shows a whole thing of for DMC. Because, you know, Dante in that, his hair would turn white. So maybe he was just trying to look at it as, here he is in his, like, young form. I'm not against DMC.
It was a good game.
Yeah.
Not a good Devil May Cry game. Combat. Okay, good Devil May Cry combat. Not a good story. It was like the movie They Live. Same story. Except for replace the aliens with demons.
I don't remember what They Live is.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I am all out of bubblegum.
Maybe I haven't seen that one.
Roddy Piper's in that. It's a good movie.
Oh.
It's just like aliens are subliminally taking over the world. And they're reading everyone's minds and taking them all over. But you can't tell because, you know, you're being controlled. And then Roddy Piper's like the ass kicker.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
So here's my problem with this mission right now.
Okay.
How do you get a score? You were doomed to lose. You don't even deserve a score. If they're giving you a B, A, or whatever, you lost the fight. You don't even deserve them.
How stylish you were dying. That's about all there is.
Do you feel like you were more stylish than that?
No.
Okay.
I didn't really try that hard that time because I knew I was going to lose this time. First time I did this mission, I was like, why am I losing?
Because you suck.
Yeah. Shut up!
No. So I am glad to hear, though, that a lot of weapons are making returns from old games.
I've seen Cerberus. That's all I've seen so far.
Is this a beginning video?
Yeah.
I'm curious whether we should skip this.
What's that?
So Capcom doesn't flag us for it.
But I don't think they can do that if we're streaming, can they?
It still leaves recorded copy behind.
You're gonna miss all this beautiful dialogue and exposition.
Yes, we'll see. If it happens, I can just cut the part out.
Come for my ass, Capcom. I love your products.
We did a episode of Dead Rising 4, and we got flagged for it because we had the opening theme for that game on there. So I had to go back in, and I had to delete it. And...
Dude, I'll just do all the music. Just be all like, bum 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 bum. Devil Trigger is a banger.
That sounded like a lot of sex was going on during that. Rough.
I'm pretty sure everyone like in this story has fucked each other at one point. It's gotta be. At least Dante's banged everyone because, you know, he's a cool dude.
Except for Nico, she has it for V.
I can see it. I like V's are. I didn't know how to feel about Nico at first. Like the accent reminded me of Cindy from Final Fantasy 15.
Okay.
And it kind of annoyed me. But she's grown on me.
Yeah. I don't know, I had a problem with Cindy from Final Fantasy.
How about them decals?
That didn't help. I don't know, it felt like she was just put into the game for eye candy.
I thought RNA was hotter, personally. Just saying.
Was that the wife? The princess?
No, she's a dragoon.
Damn. She fucking bitched him.
And Nico's an ass kicker. She's just doesn't want to be in the fight.
Now, one of the things I am hearing on certain reviews on this is that the game introduces you to all these new characters, Nico and everything, but later on the game makes them seem like they don't touch too much about it, and basically makes them like toss them aside, like who really gives a crap.
I know there's a novel that came out, but of course it's in Japanese, so.
Is it a sexy novel?
I'm hoping it is. 2 had a novel that is better than 2.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a really good book.
You're a novel.
Dante has to go to an alternate dimension to fight some demon curse. And in that alternate dimension, like, all the demons that he's fought in 1 are the good guys, and, like, Trish is the bad guy. So he has to kill Trish in that dimension. And people think because of that is why he's so quiet in 2. Because it fucked with his head.
I see.
I like that explanation more than just bad writing.
I did see one really cool cutscene with Nico in this in her van, where Nero goes to a payphone to call her.
Yeah.
And she just comes straight down through the glass roof. On top there is like, now that's a bitch who cares about her job. I like this girl. Plus, again, some of the most fantastic music set to a game. I'm more of a, I guess, happier mood game, but you can't put that kind of music in this at all.
Oh no. I'm really glad they redubbed Dante's fight theme. This was by Suicide Silence originally. It was a metalcore band, but they're not good metalcore. And their singer got accused, or Capcom found out that their singer tried to bang a 17-year-old, so they're like, you're out of the project. And they got someone else to do it.
Yeah.
I love that it promotes, like, hey, don't smoke.
Yeah.
But
you shouldn't. Weed's better.
the new singer is fantastic.
I don't like them. I don't like the new singer.
You haven't even heard it.
You're right, I haven't.
If you keep this up, I'm gonna go clubbing. I'm gonna find some seals, club them. Family-friendly advertising right here. Get a club, kill some seals. The way nature intended it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There must be some friend of yours on here on the chat. He's saying, "What up, Nick? Nice to finally see Devil May Cry 5 out. Finally."
Hell yeah. 11 years.
I'm gonna reply back to him. You smell like butt beads.
I smell like butt beads. We have a lot in common. Meet me backstage later.
You smell more like orca penis.
Is that a thing? Can I get that perfumed?
I hope so.
Essence of orca penis? What would that attract? Like, if I went to SeaWorld with a whale just bust out of glass, try to hump me?
Maybe.
I'm looking at the bigger picture.
Let's look into that. That'd be cool.
What kind of clone do you have? I have Polo Blue and you. It's Orca Dick. Essence.
I feel like maybe we should have put subs on for this. Oh well.
Probably. Look at this soldier guy. He's like, you're gonna die. And Nero's like, fuck you, bitch.
You know what Nico's problem is? She has that undershirt on.
Okay, they can't. Then that would put in the same problem you had with Cindy. She'd be too sex appealing.
No, I'm okay with underboobs.
Underboob's pretty good.
I see too much of top cleavage. I want to see some underboobs.
I can get behind underboob.
Yeah. To me, that's got to be sexier.
One of my friends has a big thing for stomach now. He's discovered that about himself recently. So he's like, man, I really like Nico. I can't figure out why. I was like, you realize she's not wearing like anything on her stomach, right? He's like, oh, that makes sense. I have no devil breakers.
So then hopefully, as the show improves, you know, we get more subscribers, stuff like that. We're hoping to start doing giveaways and stuff like that. Mainly, we're hoping to get enough votes to get rid of Nick.
Please, I just want to die.
There's already a pretty big petition that says I won't subscribe until Nick's gone. But what can you do?
Like, if you want to just shoot me, $12. Bring your friends. Group discounts.
Like a real gun or paintball? Because I got both.
Dude, I don't care.
I think it's time for question number 2. What do you think?
Let's do it.
You ready for this?
Question number 2.
Number 2. What was the concept name for that Resident Evil game?
Oh. Shit, I don't know this one. No? I kind of stopped looking into it. I just knew it was Resident Evil 2.
It was what?
I just knew that it was, 4.
Okay.
Thank you. They both got Leon. Shut up.
I mean, it matters.
Was it Resident Evil Spooky Demon Mansion? Do you mean,
Spooky Demon Mansion?
Spooky Demon Mansion?
I like that.
My name is Leon Scott Kennedy, and after my first day on the police force, I'm gonna go fuck up some demons.
Really?
actual concept name. Am I right? Is that the concept? Did I get it?
No.
That just reminds me of something though. In China, they can't sell the Resident Evil 2 remake, so they're calling it. They can sell it as long as it's under a different name. So they have like worst first day ever is one of the titles you can get it under.
Orca Penis 12?
Did you look that up? Can I get Orca Penis in a bottle?
Yes, you can. By the way, the answer to that question, since we've given it enough time, is Resident Evil Team Little Devil.
Oh, if you would have said studio name, I would have known that. Wait, was that what they are actually going to call the game?
Yep.
That's terrible.
Whatever.
I'm not going to argue with him, though, because he's a crazy dude. You should see his high school yearbook photos. Like, his mom's this plain Japanese woman, and he's in a leather jacket and has a tall mohawk. Like, everything makes sense when you see him.
Sure. So, also in this game, they do allow you to purchase red orbs.
Yeah.
With real money.
Yeah.
I find this stupid.
That they can do that?
Well, I mean, they can do that if they want. Here's the thing, guys.
Don't be a bitch.
No. Played through this, played through it again. We were able to get like 80% of everything from the first playthrough. Got the rest the second time, so you know what? Don't waste your time and your money.
Come back here. I just want to give you a hug.
And also, if your character does fall in battle, you use a gold orb. I think it's a gold orb.
Yep.
And this will bring you right back into the fight with full life, full devil trigger.
They changed that now, actually, too.
Did they?
Because I died in this mission. Because I wanted to see what happened, like with the gold orbs in this. And you can also just revive yourself with red orbs now, but it doesn't revive you as much.
Right.
Which I think is fine. Like, it's not, like, there are microtransactions in this, but they're not necessary but in any means, so I think it's okay. Special Edition had you could buy red orbs, and no one threw a fit about that.
Well, so the gold orbs don't revive you as much?
I don't know about gold orbs. I didn't see that, because I saw the red orb option, so I was like, I want to see what that does.
You probably should have shot that.
Yeah, I forgot that barrel was there. Now I'm on fire.
It's because I'm distracting you.
Oh, you're gonna love this, speaking of which. This spawns here every time. Since I got the deluxe edition.
You got the Mega Buster?
Yeah!
The Ultra Mega Man?
It's awful.
Is it?
You can't aim with it. As soon as you aim with it, it does the hand grabby.
Oh, so it doesn't shoot?
It shoots.
Oh.
Just if you go to shoot, you have to...
Oh, okay.
You have to aim yourself. And it's...
Well, and everything I'd looked up on the digital deluxe was, you know, I had a lot of people telling me that they want it because of the Mega Buster and stuff, which I'll give it to you. It's cool. But again, it's for the most part, it's a skin.
You and I were talking about that earlier, and I tried out all the new DLC ones. Mm-hmm. 2 of them are skins, and then the rest are, they're different. Like, there's a massage hand.
Right. I think there's a fork, too.
Yeah, the fork blows up on you.
Mm.
It just hurts you.
That's what
I'm sure it
do.
has a use, but its use to me was blowing up.
Nice. Oh, look at that giant, pimply, gross vagina.
Nate, don't talk about yourself like that. We talked about this in family therapy.
Dude, you're the one who talked in another episode on how much you thought vaginas were gross.
They're gross. I'm sorry. They feel good, don't get me wrong, but when you got an oozing mass of flesh and... Ugh. It's weird to think about. Shut up! Don't give me that look!
Anywho.
I am a straight man!
Are ya?
Only on Tuesdays.
Okay. I mean, I've seen some of those guys you hang out with.
Hey. It's okay to be gay with your friends, Nate.
That is it?
Yeah. That's the way nature intended it.
I mean, if you are really needing one and stuff, you can have a bro job.
Bro job, choo choo.
Go on Urban Dictionary and look it up. It's a thing.
Good time.
Yeah. I guess in that sort of thing, bros are allowed to help each other out. I wouldn't ask any of my friends, but
I think that's just Twitter talk, honestly. Get mad! Oh, that was a bad idea.
Gross.
Would you have sex with this plant monster?
I don't know. It kind of reminds me of a Gelgamech.
Hey, I got a trophy.
That's a trophy for protect some people.
I didn't get that the first time. The Lord hates me.
I don't like people, so I don't care if I protect them or not.
Hey, Nero's a good guy. Or something, I think. Yeah, he's good.
I mean, how many games have you played to where you did everything it should have done to cause a trophy or achievement, and you never got it?
A lot.
Yeah. Never triggered it. I can't recall which game it was now. Because there was one not too... Dragon Age Inquisition. There was a achievement for killing all the... It was like 6 or 8 dragons.
Yeah.
And I didn't get the achievement. So for me to do it, I have to go back and play the game over again. I was like, this is horseshit. I killed every dragon. And then I looked up online, and it is actually a common thing that people were getting pissed that they weren't getting the achievement.
Be right there. Hey.
Does that say Minotaurus? Is the name of the van?
Probably.
See, she just needs to take that that undershirt off.
Then there'd be nudity.
What's the problem?
You're goddamn right, there is no problem.
I'm going to give a lot of credit to Capcom right now, because they spent a long time of putting out garbage. But just this past couple of years with like Monster Hunter Worlds, Resident Evil 2 remake, and this.
Mega Man 11.
Yeah, I'll even give it to Mega Man 11.
Capcom's doing really good right now for their fans, and I think that's what they needed to do, or they'd have been in a lot of trouble.
They're definitely doing some listening now. Where, I mean, let's face it, EA is still not.
Yeah. Ooh, he got fucked. What's weird to me is that tore off his arm. Just getting thrown across the room.
This Devil Man.
Devil Man.
I mean...
It's gotta be Virgil. It's gotta be. I don't know yet, though. Because I avoided all the spoilers. Because the game got leaked. And people just kept posting everything online.
Yep.
And because I look at Devil May Cry content a lot, that kept getting put on my feed. And I was so mad about that.
That's right. The Yamato was in his arm.
Yep.
I forgot that completely. Now, what makes Dante's sword so special compared to Yamato?
You know, they never really give it any powers. Then again, I think that's what, like with the Demon Sword mode, I think Yamato just doesn't have that, and it's just a better sword. Or Virgil already awakened Yamato's potential to be able to do that. Because Virgil embraced his demon heritage.
Right.
And the plot of 3 is Dante learning and getting better with his demon heritage. Because he didn't care about it.
Right. He just loved his mammy.
Mammy.
And that's why he cries.
That's why Virgil's going on this huge power trip, though, is because he wasn't strong enough to save his mom, and that's what started the whole thing.
Power penis.
Now I'm motivated. Ooh. Looky me.
You got a 5.
Shut the fuck up.
It looks like a 5.
You look like a 5.
I do.
You're a 5.
I'll never become a 10.
Yeah. Get wrecked, nerd.
Yeah. So here in August, I think we're gonna do a show or something from Silicon Valley Comic-Con. I think it's what we're gonna do. We're still working out the details with the friend and everything about going down there and doing it. I had originally thought of doing it at PAX, but it kind of worked out a little better just because it is a friend of the channel. And I don't really get to see him that often.
That's fair. Make a special road trip just to see your buddy and get some sweet vids.
Road trip?
Dude, road trip or bust.
Dude, if it...
You want to read this?
No.
Wow.
You know, I don't read anything in games.
All right, dumb it down, folks. Morrison's like, hey, cool. Here's a letter. I haven't written a letter in 30 years, so deal with my shitty handwriting. When I met Dante 30 years ago, he went by the name Tony Redgrave, which is funny because the name of the city is Redgrave City.
Well, you know what? I think that ruined actually one of the next question.
Oof.
I bet you it did. I think that was question number 3. Let's take a look and see, huh? Oh, yep. What was the concept name, then turned canon, of Dante in Resident Evil?
Anthony Redgrave.
It was ruined. His name in the Resident Evil version, his code name was Tony. Mm-hmm. And then they gave it to him in this during the time where he didn't want to accept his demon portion.
And it's later revealed that Tony Redgrave was a journalist that Dante respected.
Yes.
Who is in Bayonetta.
Yes. Actually, I wrote that in my notes on my tablet here.
Shut the fuck up. You don't know how to read.
Right there, that Hideki Kamiya stated that Antonio Redgrave was a journalist that Dante respected, so he used the name. So he used the name in the. I guess it was more in like the manga. He used the name, which is the name of the journalist in Bayonetta. So could that be a link between the two? Who knows? Who cares?
Me.
Are we back playing the Demio?
It's pretty much the Demio. It's the level, but there's some new things, and it scared the shit out of me.
It's the Demio!
Oh yeah, brother.
Why are there dead people?
Big demon scary tree.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So I don't know if this is one of your questions, so I don't know if I want to bring it up now, but 3 wasn't the original prequel to 1?
No, I didn't. That's not one of the questions.
Okay. There was originally a novel.
Oh.
Yeah, where Dante was going as Tony Redgrave. And they wrote it as the prequel to 1. It's actually really good. Like, not even as a Devil May Cry story. And Dante meets Virgil, who's going as a guy named Gilver. And they're like rival assassins in an assassin's guild.
Oh, okay.
And they have a drinking contest, and Virgil gets his ass kicked at drinking.
What?
Oh, yeah, I got it.
You got the hood. What was Virgil's name in Devil May Cry 1?
Nello Angelo.
That's it. That was weird, because, like, when you play the game, and they're like, oh, like, Dante's like, hey, I, like, know this guy, and he looks at the medallion, and Nello Angelo's like, oh, I gotta run away. It was really confusing.
Yeah, they didn't explain it really well back then.
And that's kind of Capcom's thing, especially with Devil May Cry. Just like with
Changing the timeline out of nowhere.
that, and I was going to say Devil May Cry 4.
Not explaining the heritage.
Yeah. Just this white-haired kid, and was it later on when he says that he needs the blood of Sparta? Oh, you'll do, and I'm like, how so? How will he do? Tell me why he'll do. I was going for Dante, but you'll do, and I'm like, why? Why will he do?
In the end, Dante hints at it, but the hint isn't. It's a really open-ended hint.
Yeah.
He just gives Nero Yamato and says it's the best kind of gift worth giving.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
This should stay in the family. You're like, wait, what? It was something like that, too. He says that somewhere in there. I don't know, the game's full of confusion. Just like in the first game, where he has to go through, like, the 7 deadly sins, but then he has to release the sins?
You mean in 3? Because in 3, all the enemies were based off the sin.
I thought it was 1.
No. 1 is just Trish being like, hey, come to this fucking island. Dante's like, yeah, cool. I know you just beat the shit out of me, but cool.
No, 3 was based on the Rings of Hell.
Yeah, lust, envy, pride. What do you mean? Are those the 7 sins?
No, the 7 rings of hell.
All the enemies were like... Yeah, no, never mind. You're right. You're right.
That's why in, what was it, World 3 or whatever, where you got Cerberus?
Yeah.
Because in the Rings of Hell, that's the area of cold and stormy, blizzardy area where you see Cerberus.
Also, Cerberus is a fantastic opening boss to a game.
He was the opening boss? God, I don't remember that.
There was a boss before it, but I'd count it more as a mini-boss than anything else.
He was a fantastic boss to a game.
Not Phantom.
No, I was going to say Phantom. That spider was like...
He's a great opening boss, but he is definitely a make-or-break situation. Like, if you can't beat Phantom, don't even try the rest of the game.
I try everything. Because I like potatoes.
Potatoes are... I am glad there are so many ways to make potatoes, on that note.
So many?
Sick of mashed potatoes? Have some hash browns. Sick of hash browns? Have some french fries.
We're gonna have more talks later.
God, I love this song.
Should I hit the mute button then?
I'll kill myself.
I can't have you liking things.
I don't know what arm I have equipped. Bang! Bang, 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 bang.
I think it's time for the next question.
What is it? Lay it on me.
Let's see what it is. I can't remember what order these are in. Oh, who made Dante's trademark revolvers?
Waiting 10 seconds. I know this one.
Do you?
Yeah. Her name is Nell Goldstein.
You are correct!
Ah!
She was probably a Jew.
You know, that's fair to assume with that name, but that ouch.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Dante had a
And
third knuckle deep thing with her too.
in that prequel novel, she's in that book, and they're like really good friends. Mm-hmm. And it's sad because Virgil fucks her up in that book.
I heard she died of lupus.
She died of getting her chest fucked with a katana, so I don't know how else to put it, honestly.
That's lupus.
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 Can I get that as a medical diagnosis for lupus from here on out?
It's fine, I'm a doctor.
Just being like, sir, I'm sorry, your wife has been diagnosed with getting fucked in the chest by a katana. What? Lupus.
Yep.
We gotta put her down, I'm sorry.
I think it's lupus with like a hint of tuberculosis. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since my medical school days, you know, that building in that alley I hung out for a while.
You remind me, all this talk reminds me of Zed from Borderlands. I don't need your fancy med school degree.
That's right.
I can't cut through the couch. Rude.
You can't destroy couches.
They must be Lazy Boy. Lazy Boy makes good shit.
I'm more of a bark and lounger kind of guy.
I don't know what that means.
The fuck do you mean?
I don't know what Bark and Lounger is.
It's like a Lazy Boy chair.
Is it?
But it's just another brand.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it for dogs?
Yes.
Bark.
And assholes like us.
Get there before you do, V.
That guy's got purple. That's a
Is that a disease?
That is a serious medical condition.
I'm sorry, I can't come into work. I have purple.
Yeah.
I always thought it was funny. My anatomy teacher told us about a bone called the pubic tubercle. And that totally sounds like an STD. So he was like, use it as a perfect excuse to get out of work. Say I can't come in, I got a pubic tubercle.
Trying to stop me.
They're not going to question you, and you're not lying, so...
That's true. What's with that thing leaking green semen?
It's a bug nest.
I can make this work.
Really?
I got the hood twice.
Twice.
It looks like a vagina. This
See-
is how crabs is spread, I swear to God.
It is.
Is it bad that if I have crabs, I named them?
No, it's fine.
Okay. 'Cause I got a little
It's fine.
family down there.
Oh, okay.
They're all named Chester.
Did you know? Did you know?
My way through.
Did you know gaming? What?
That
What
there
is
was originally supposed to be 2 PSP games of Devil May Cry was supposed to be made?
Really?
Yeah.
That one I didn't know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Gerbera.
So what was it?
Want
The first Devil May Cry was what, 2001?
Yeah. Let's rock, baby.
That was a good time. I remember playing it. I didn't play it right off the bat. I worked for GameStop at the time.
Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if you remember this, but Devil May Cry is the game that got M-rated games taken away from me. Do you remember that?
I definitely do.
Because I was a little... And it wasn't because of Devil May Cry that I threw a fit, like Dad thought. It was, you were watching Fahrenheit 9/11 in Zach's room, and it was too loud, and I was a kid and throwing a fit about it. But because I watched a scary video game, he took it as me having a nightmare, and I got M-rated games taken away from me.
I mean, at the time, you probably shouldn't have in the first place.
I was 6. That's a good time to watch Devil May Cry.
There's nothing that's truly scary about Devil May Cry.
I don't think it should be an M-rated game. This one has a lot of language so far, which I dig, so I get the M rating.
Although, to be honest, this kid here, see him? See this kid? When we were little, or when he was really little, he was afraid of the chest burster in
Yeah,
Spaceballs at the very end. And I was like, you haven't even actually seen Aliens, and you're afraid of this thing? That you could see the robotic arm coming out of the table to make it move? That's alright. Your mom made you live a very sheltered life.
And then you guys had to let me play Halo 2. That's a time trip. Remembering when Halo 2 came out.
I try not to remember Halo too much.
Halo 2 is a solid game, except for dual needlers. That's bullshit. It's 100% bullshit.
The Needler's the shit.
It is a great gun, but being able to dual wield it, that's a bunch of ass.
I'll take it any day.
It's unfair in multiplayer situations. In single player, that's just fine.
I don't know, I had a lot of problems. I mean, in Halo 2, I think the only thing that really saved it was multiplayer.
The soundtrack was really good.
Yeah. I mean, because the story-wise was bullshit, the ending was confusing, it was just all around.
Bang, bang, bang.
I see a bang, bang, bangity bang.
I lost my hood.
Bangity bang, 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 bang.
I feel personally attacked.
You should.
I lost my hood.
Third knuckle deep.
Gross.
But
What?
I saw that pentagram on the wall. Does that mean anything? Do you take pictures?
I want to summon a demon and name him Chuck.
Or was that just me, where part of it was on the one wall, but it went to the doorway, and then on the wall in the hallway was the rest of it?
Same thing. I wasn't even getting style points for that. That's shit.
That's alright. No one likes you anyway.
Thanks. You sound like my brother. Oh, wait. God,
Lots of thumbs up.
Devil Trigger's such a good song. Bang, bang, bang. Pull my devil
So-
trigger.
So with your robot arm, from what I've heard at least, if you're in the middle of using it and you get hit, it breaks.
Yep.
So it's one of those, like, damned if you do situations, I guess.
Oh, someone hit me.
Just kind of risky, I suppose. You stepped it up in the style.
I got a double S. This is my first double S. The only problem with our setup right now is I can't see what arm I have equipped. But I know I have Gerbera right now, because... Oh, I don't have Gerbera, I have Overture.
Yeah, we had the room set up originally as a different supposed to setup so we could see everything better. But a stupidity on my part, I think I kind of ruined it. It's with our new setup display here, it's what kind of ruined it. If it would have been the camera on the opposite side, we wouldn't have had this problem, and you wouldn't have a problem seeing anything.
Guess what? Nero's really starting to hate that stupid tree.
I am too. It's a bit of an eyesore. Like that tree in my backyard. We cut that fucker down.
It's full of bugs.
Well, And it was sad, like my girlfriend was very sad when, excuse me, it was very sad when we took it down. But it was starting to split down the center.
That's fine. That's healthy. Trees are supposed to do that.
I mean, it wasn't even really starting to. It had a small split when I first bought the house from another one of the hosts on this show, Skadoosh. Bought it from him, and it had a small split. I didn't even really think too much about it. Then as time went by, wind blowing hard, shaking the tree around, that split got pretty far down. So I tied a couple ratchet straps around it to try to hold it together for at least last another year.
Strap.
Yep, a ratchet strap on. I don't know about you, but I like mine tight. Tight.
I don't even know what to say to that. Everything I want to say is too fucked up.
As long as you don't go too racist, talk about incest or Nazis, I think we're okay to speak.
Incest jokes are hilarious, though.
Oh, they are. As long as it's not incest with your own family. Your silence is bothering me that you can't think of stuff.
This is what freaked me out. This wasn't in the demo.
Demio. If you don't pronounce it right, our people watching won't know.
50 lashes with a wet noodle.
Demio. Has he got a noose around his neck?
Yeah. He's not having a good time. These
I-
guys are spooky.
By the way, that's pronounced spoopy.
I haven't heard pronounced like that in forever.
Well, anytime I play a game of any supposed scariness, the monsters or zombies or whatever, they're spoopies. Hopefully we'll get to doing some more, I don't know.
They get mad at you and they're like, die, and then you can't hurt them. But, on the note of scary things, have you seen that new horror movie James Gunn is directing?
Who?
James Gunn, the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, no.
It's like, it's basically Superman's origin story, but what if Superman was evil? And it's a horror movie.
Oh, so like a bunch of people have already written before?
Yeah, but it looks well done, because it's by a guy who knows superheroes.
The best one still written is the Superman Red Sun.
Yeah.
Even though, I don't know.
It's a child, though. Like, instead of an adult Clark Kent being evil.
The Soviets. I mean, it was a cool story with Superman landing in Russia. And,
Gonna lie.
you know, whoever was calling like Captain Communist or something.
He's talking about his new arm being sweet right here. Is there's just these calcified corpses. I mean, no disrespect, man.
I would talk about those calcified corpses.
He didn't bring that up. He's like,
Did you see those ones right there?
my arm's pretty fucking cool.
But those were sexy calcified corpses.
Hello, Nico.
It's odd that she knows where you're at. That's a problem.
Guess the phone's still.
You always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yes.
Got nobody.
Looking at our chat on here.
You call me from now on, and I'll hustle.
Yes, Nick. There is such thing as too racist for YouTube.
I didn't say racist.
That's the person who's messaging. This Nick here says too racist, question mark. There is such thing on YouTube. It turns out it can get you very much banned.
I can see it. Let me in.
Yo,
Let me in.
Dude, that's really cool.
I'm watching a lot of Eric Andre. It's a funny dude.
Who?
Eric Andre?
You gotta quit making up names.
You're making up names.
That's what it was, Blue Rose.
Ooh, I want that, but I don't have enough yet. I will wait.
You should buy everything. If she was a cool, team member, she would be giving you stuff for free.
No. She's like, you gotta pay for it.
You gotta meet the baby.
Gorge.
What show was that from?
I should know this. Should I know this? Is it before my time?
People out there, do you know what that's from?
God, nothing.
Okay.
God,
Maybe this will help. Elaine, you gotta meet the baby. You should just know just by the name.
Friends. Is it Friends? Nope.
No.
Elaine. What else had an Elaine?
Friends didn't even have an Elaine.
Somebody call a doctor?
I'm a doctor.
Pretty much of a doctor is Dr. Pepper, dude. Shut up.
Dude, Dr. Pepper is the shit.
He's good at 52 different kinds of medicine.
That's right. By the way, the answer to that question was Steinfeld.
See a guy around here? Not this big.
Should have known that.
I was supposed to meet him. Did you snack on him?
I know you weren't really a kid of the 90s, but I swore that was like one of those shows you watched with me.
I watched a lot of Seinfeld, and I still do. I should have known that.
Yeah. I mean, confusing Elaine with Friends.
Then again, I've been watching a lot of Married with Children recently over anything else. So all my sitcom knowledge
You mean King of the Hill.
and King of the Hill.
King of the Hill.
God damn it, Bobby. I love King of the Hill so much.
Should we see what the next question is?
Do it. Lay it on me.
Scrapping farts.
See if
think-
I'm stupid.
Anything else?
I feel...
Yeah, no offense.
Yeah. Next question. What is engraved on Dante's revolvers? 10 seconds.
10 seconds is up.
Nah, good enough. What does it say?
For Tony Redgrave, 45 artworks.
Good job.
0.45 artworks. Shut up.
I would have just accepted the 420 Redgrave, though.
Still don't know what ladies are on his guns. I feel like it's supposed to be his mother's portraits, but it changes from game to game.
Trick. Hey. Did you parties?
Like in 3, it doesn't have the portrait. I'm pretty sure, but 1, the rest.
So I know we kind of talked about this, I think, when we played the Demio. I feel like he's probably a low-level demon, because most of the low-level demons can't turn to human-looking.
Yeah.
They're unable to, so just because he's big and tough doesn't mean he's tough. Is that just me?
It makes sense. Yeah, because most of the stronger guys are teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny?
I think it's explained in the anime that the reason why the weaker ones are so big is they can't control their power as well. Maybe that's a different show. I think Bleach. I think that's Bleach.
That seems odd, too. I mean, if they can't control their power, I mean, that they're weak and they can't control their power, so which means they have no power? I don't know. I'm baffled.
That was Bleach, now that I'm thinking about it.
I barely watched Bleach, though.
It's really good for the first season. After that, just don't.
I debated on starting to watch One Piece.
That is a long journey, my friend.
I know. I mean, it's the most popular. It's above Dragon Balls.
Yeah, I've never been able to get into it. I acknowledge it's good.
I'm confused that you eat the red fruit, and then you gain some power or something, but you're weak to water.
Yeah, you lose your ability to swim.
So what does that mean for those of us who can't swim already?
Then it's life as usual.
So I just need to stay away. Well, I guess One Piece is all about water.
Yeah, they're pirates.
Pirates,
So it's
so-
kind of, I guess it's a good balancing thing. I've been thinking about us talking. I've been poorly managing my skills.
That's why I like doing this, because it puts a lot of strain on us to actually do well, but have to focus on our conversation.
Hey, big guy, I got you something.
Yo, baby, ever have your asshole licked by a guy in an overcoat? This one.
What is that from?
Well, it was a Jay and Silent Bob movie, but it was Fat Man in an overcoat. You know, which, does that help you with saying it's a Jay and Silent Bob? Does that help you?
Was it Clerks 2, or was it Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
You have to pick one of the two.
Clerks 2.
Incorrect.
Oof.
Guess again.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
There you go. If you don't say it, then you suck.
I suck.
We apologize for the back of our green screen being a little lit up. The room behind us is the lights on. I forgot to turn off before we started this. So there's a little bit of fog, but it's not interrupting the game, so shouldn't be looking at us anyway. We're gross and ugly.
Speak for yourself. I'm ugly and gross.
No, that's right. That's because that came from your mom's jeans, where I got different.
I'm wearing
ones.
my own jeans, thank you.
Dude, you could fit in your mom's jeans.
Hey, I put on weight.
You're the skinny boy of the family.
I don't have any arms, do I?
You really don't.
I can't see that part. So.
Look at these. Look at this guy. He's all like,
Ow! Don't hit me like that. You're not my uncle.
"Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that."
I think I picked up the massage arm.
Well, it's called Sweet Surrender.
I
so
know.
I'm going to go yes, and you should totally use it.
I don't know what it does. Ah! It heals me, that's what it does.
Yeah, so shut up, you crybaby. Do you has no arms now?
That's fine, I have health. That's more important.
But how will you masturbate?
He has another arm. You can do the stranger.
No, it doesn't work that way. How are you going to hold your phone or tablet to look at RedTube while you're doing it?
Is RedTube the gay one? Because that's the better one, honestly. What?
I don't know.
I didn't say that out loud.
Said what?
What?
Yep.
We're gonna have a TED Talk.
About gay porn?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, no, go-go dancers. Like, actually, me and my buddies went down to a club a couple years ago, down in Denver, which was in an abandoned church, and it was called a church. I thought it was funny that a nightclub was in a church. But, we watched the go-go dancers there, and the dudes put on a better show, and I feel like the girl ones were thinking, well, since I have tits, I can do this just fine, and everyone will pay attention. And they're probably right. I paid attention. But the dude ones, like, fucking danced, and it was pretty good.
Go-go dancers.
Yeah.
Huh. I tell you what, I went to a show in Vegas. It was like a Cirque du Soleil, but with topless girls.
That sounds exciting and family-friendly.
It is. The thing is the people I went with were so focused on the topless girls, but me being the personal trainer was so focused on like their core strength and that they were able to do a lot of this stuff.
You know, since you got me working out and stuff, like, I think about that more than anything else in a lot of situations.
Yeah. Now, for that time you worked at Toyota, like I did you start noticing more Toyotas on the road?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a thing. It's definitely a psychological thing that if you...
I still notice them a lot, honestly.
Oh, I do too. It's a thing I point out to Dad because, Dad loves his Fox bodies. He says, don't you see how many of them are on the road? I said, Dad, you see them because...
You're looking out for them.
Yeah, because it's an interest of yours. I don't see them.
Bang, 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 bang. Ha ha ha! Death by Snoop Snoop.
In fact, my job, I drive a big van around, so I notice...
Rapists?
Yes.
Not so.
No, the side of my van says Freak Andy on it. It's really been helping.
Brings all the boys to the yard.
Some girls, but who wants them?
Girls are gross. Did we fix the screen? Can I still punch it?
No, you can't.
I can't punch the screen anymore. Damn it.
Is he being attacked by a bird? Oh, it's that guy.
He reads out of his poem book.
Fucking Captain Emo.
I like his design. I wish his face was different.
Yeah.
Now I can't stop thinking of Kylo Ren when he freaks out in, what's the 7th one called?
I don't know.
Star Wars Episode 9, Big Titty Goth GF. Please.
That's it.
And look what he does. He just straight up murders my boy here. Oh! Skull fuckings for everyone.
All I know is Star Wars 4, 5, 6.
3 isn't bad. 1's horrible. 2's more horrible. 3's alright. And then 4, 5, and 6 are amazing.
Yeah?
6 is probably the weakest. 6 or 4 are the weakest. Empire's the best Star Wars, though. That's just a fact.
I hope people out there are wondering of what Nick's prize is going to be at the end of this show.
Think Dante's still in there?
I hope it's not jail time. I can't do that again. I'm pretty. I'll be a prison bitch.
That's like 90% true.
Which part is it?
Well, the bitch part. You'll actually become a wife.
You know, I've always wanted to get married, so that works.
Yeah, it'll work out for you in the end.
So does that mean when we get out of prison that I'll still get all the things he promises me in the showers?
Maybe.
I hope so.
As long as you hold his pocket.
Oof.
Stay in his pocket. Maybe his butt pocket, too. Them prison pockets are really helpful.
People make the weirdest things in prison.
Okay.
Like soap shanks, toothbrush shanks, a lot of shanks.
I mean, you gotta defend yourself.
True.
I mean, although after Mexican night, I'm pretty sure your own weapon, so...
Let me pick up that thing right there.
That thing.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Is she gonna make a weapon out of it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be a dildo?
That's what I was thinking. But that's what the massaging hand is really implied to be. Because it was made as a massager. And to scratch those hard to itch places.
No.
That's what she says.
Guess what?
What?
Next question.
Ah! Hey, I got an A. I don't suck. Go on.
I think we already talked about this, but what story is Devil May Cry loosely based off of?
If I say the Iliad, that'd be hilarious. But no, Dante's Inferno.
Close enough.
No, it was the Aeneid that was written by Virgil, wasn't it?
Huh?
The Aeneid was the poem written by Virgil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's technically the Divine Comedy.
Yeah.
Which is Dante's Inferno is part of it. So, Dante as the main character, Dante, Virgil was in there. Beatrice or Trish.
Good idea.
Lady who is just in my mind is there because she's still pretty hot to me.
Well, after
With the
one, they
two-colored eyes.
lost the... After one, they lost the whole Dante's Inferno thing, and then it just kind of turned into everything else.
No, it was 3 that they had the Dante's Inferno thing. That was the Circles of Hell.
Well, yeah.
First one was the 7 Deadly Sins, which is different.
Whatever.
The enemies were the 7 Deadly Sins.
That's right.
In 3. In 1, they're just puppets.
Yep.
And a JoJo reference.
You're a JoJo reference.
The big enemies in Mundus's lair that have the stone mask that they put on, they're called nobodies. That is a JoJo reference. Hideki Kamiya is like, I like JoJo, so we're gonna use the stone mask from JoJo.
That's true. You and your JoJo.
And in Resident Evil 2, there's a locker that says JoJo.
I'll have to believe you.
Yeah. In the original. I don't know if they did it in the remake.
Yeah, I really don't. It was probably in the remake. See, wouldn't she look better with that without that shirt under there?
How about them decals?
Oh God.
I'll take my leave now.
See, she turns me off with the smoking.
Hey, they advocate for don't smoke. You bloke.
You just call me a bloke.
Yeah.
You racist son of a bitch.
Is that racist? I thought it was just a British slang
I
term.
gotta shake the cobwebs out. I'll let you know. Hey, you guys.
Anywho.
I can't read minds.
I like them frames. Where can I get those for my glasses?
All this time I've been looking at her, I haven't looked at her glasses.
What have you been looking at?
Her face. She has like a very Caribbean-looking face.
Yeah, you've been looking at her face.
Well, I think it was in this cutscene they brought it up. But her dad is the guy in 4 that turns into the moth and has the stutter. Agnes.
That's cool. That guy was all right.
He died. That cutscene though is my favorite cutscene in all of Devil May Cry. When Dante goes to fight him and it's like little Shakespeare play.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good.
Summon and kill. Summon and kill. Failed to see the logic here.
I also kind of liked when you first got the... What was the little spikes?
Oh,
The little roses.
Yeah.
I really like those.
First I whip it out, and with great force, it penetrates.
Yep. Then he does this little
And in the end,
dance.
we were all satisfied.
Yep.
And you are set free.
Yeah. Everybody should watch that.
It's fantastic. It's worth all your money, all your time. Just play Devil May Cry. All of them in a row, except for 2. Forget 2 happened.
I think you should watch 2.
You can just watch it. Watch a synopsis. It's not a good game.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. I mean, it's definitely, like, the worst of them.
It's the weakest, easily.
But I still recommend people to play it. At least once.
I mean, for the experience, yeah.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, I don't recommend everybody plays everything. That's why I liked when they came out with the PS4 edition and everything.
Did it just come with a cutscene for everything?
Certain games, like the 364 over 3 or whatever days, that one was just like a cinematic of just all the cutscenes so you knew what happened.
Yeah.
I think it did for that one, plus the... What's the card one?
Chain Memories?
Chain Memories, or...
But I've played both of those, and between the two of those, I really feel Chain of Memories is a good game. But 368 over 5, just watch the cutscene.
Yeah. I have Chain of Memories, but I think you remember me playing Chain of Memories back when I did on the computer.
Do you remember when I got my first Game Boy Advance, you and my mom went with me?
I think so.
And my first 2 games were Kingdom Hearts and the original Metroid.
Barbie Horse Adventure.
The original Metroid's such a hard game.
Yes. Well, to be fair, pretty much all Metroid games are tough. But they're good that they're tough.
I just never beat it. I beat Chain of Memories. I was stuck on Maleficent for so long in that game. She's so hard for no reason.
Oh, yeah. And actually, in the first game, she is actually tough in there, too.
I never beat 1.
No?
I got stuck on Ursula.
I can see that.
Think I'll handle the closer one
I
first.
got fed up with fighting with the Little Mermaid controls and decided I'd just watch a synopsis for the rest.
See, and I
heard they fixed it in the PS4 ports, though.
No.
Oof.
No, it's still bad.
If this would have been a new game, there would have been a blue orb fragment right here. It was the first one I found.
What do blue orbs do?
Increase your life, boyo.
They make you feel sexy.
Yeah. I feel sexy.
Do you feel pretty?
Oh, so pretty.
Do you feel pretty and witty and...
Yeah.
And any girl who is...
I'm the prettiest girl at prom, and don't forget it.
Yeah?
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I'm always proud of you, though.
Aww.
I'm not.
I know.
Ready for the next question?
Lay it on me.
I can't even remember all the questions I put down on here. Let's see what the next one is. What was Nero's original name supposed to be?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I really didn't care about Nero until like a little bit ago. So I don't know shit about Nero.
The answer is Captain Crunch.
Can I call him? Well, it's kind of funny because his voice actor is the English voice actor for Ichigo in Bleach. It's also Johnny Young Bosch, who was a Power Ranger.
Yes.
Pretty much all of the Devil May Cry actors now were all Power Rangers.
Oh, his original name?
Captain Crunch?
That would be cool, right? Was actually supposed to be Rodin.
The guy from Bayonetta?
That's probably where they put it in there for.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It was Rodin after the French sculptor who created a motif of Hellgate mentioned in the Divine Comedy. So again, back to Divine Comedy.
And Hellgate's in 4.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's where Dante gets all the devil arms from.
Do you know there was actually supposed to be a remaster of Devil May Cry, the first one?
I've heard the original creator really talking about wanting to do it. And in his words, it'll be the best motherfucking game ever.
I believe it. But they even got to the point of screenshots and official box art. But then Capcom just kind of silently pushed it under the rug.
I want that so bad.
Oh, I would love... I want that before a remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Absolutely.
Square.
I mean, if we ever get a remake of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah. And to me, when it comes to Final Fantasy, I want them to remake 6 first. Because...
I think 6 deserves it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 4 got it.
Four's good.
Yeah, for the 3DS.
That port is real. Someone pointed it out to me though. Like the story overall is pretty weak, but it set up what Final Fantasy stories would become.
Yeah.
So for being the first Final Fantasy with a narrative, it has a good narrative.
Yeah.
It's not a strong one by today's measures, but what could they do back then, you know?
Yeah. I think we're gonna do, because we're thinking about doing a segment on this channel called like Flashback Fridays or something. Go through some older games that we once played. I am thinking, especially since all these Final Fantasies are back on, wasn't that a gold orb back there?
I didn't see one. Holy shit, you're right.
Yeah.
Can I go back? I don't think I can go back.
Oh, jeez. Anyway, since now all these things are hitting the Switch,
Yeah.
I feel like I want, it's a good time to revisit them. Although I played 9 on the Switch.
It's just the mobile port, from my understanding.
It is. It's the mobile port, or you could say the same as the PS4. Now, if you played I'm pretty sure you played the PS4 of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I've been playing that.
The game that I just called the Polished Turd.
You know, looking back at it, like, first time I played it, I was in love with it. This time, I still love the world. I love bits of the narrative, but it's definitely a game that didn't get translated well enough to be considered as good as it is.
Oh, yeah.
I still think the characters are strong, for the most part. Cloud is a pretty weak protagonist, all in all.
Yeah.
But it makes sense the more you know, because Crisis Core really did wonders for the narrative of 7.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Looking at everything without Crisis Core's context, it makes no sense. It's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you play Crisis Core, a lot of it is pretty good. Zack is a fantastic character.
He is. I would rather have him, because he actually, and the way a lot that they had said for Final Fantasy VII was to not put a personality into Cloud, to put yourself into him.
Yeah.
If they would have made him like Zack, I would love the game so much more.
I think from the first part, like having replayed it, the first half, when Cloud still thinks he's Zack, he's Zack. But after that first part, he loses his personality.
I just keep looking at him as a crybaby.
He is.
And I mean,
Totally is.
of Advent Children, a lot of people complained ruined that for him. They said he didn't have that attitude before then. It's like, I personally always saw him as having that attitude.
And I don't know how you feel about this, but I will defend this till the day I die. Tifa is the best video game girl of all time. Straight up. Fantastic.
I mean, if you think so.
She's a strong female protagonist. She's not completely a lovesick doo-doo head, but she is. But she's just a well-written character for being an afterthought of all things, because she wasn't in there originally.
I give her badassery a lot, you know. Be like the character who just rocks it with fists.
Barrett, I got a machine gun on him. Cloud, I got a massive sword. Tifa, I punch shit.
I mean, but I look a lot of that as like even Yuna and Riku from 10. I can see a lot of the same strength in those two that I can see in Tifa. You know, more Yuna, because she knows she actually has something and she has to do what she's trained to do, and that was a great. 10 will always be like in my top of favorite games, because again, well written.
It's a good game.
Did you? Now you heard that that's coming to the Switch also?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend are talking about splitting a Switch. Because I want to play No More Heroes, and she wants to play a Pokemon game, because she's never played a Pokemon game besides Pokemon Go. So I figured throwing her in with Let's Go isn't a bad idea, because it's a middle ground between the two.
Well, I was just saying for Final Fantasy X being on there, I guess 10 and 10-2 the combo. I mean, I can get it on PS4 right now for $20.
Yeah.
Or when it comes on the Switch, it'll be $50.
Oof.
And there's nothing different to it, no improvement, so just get it on the PS4. It'll soon be on the Xbox, and I don't know if it's going to be on there.
Shit. But,
I even have it on my PSP, or, sorry, Vita.
I mean, my favorite Final Fantasy is 12, so I'm in a really weird spot with that.
Yeah, and I do believe that 12 didn't get the appreciation it deserved.
To me, the best part of 12 over anything else is the world it's in.
I think Ephraim had that same outlook towards it too. It is one of his favorites, mainly because it's the same world that's in Tactics.
Yeah.
And he really loved Tactics. Was his favorite.
Tactics it's a solid game story-wise. I just don't like tactical RPG.
Yeah, I hate Tactics. If I was going to play a game like that, I'd play Grow Lancer.
Solid choice.
I like Grow Lancer.
But, like, Balthier is probably my favorite Final Fantasy protagonist. Even though he's basically Han Solo.
The answer is Orin, by the way.
He's
Orin's
secondary character. He is, yes, still a protagonist. Orin's the best character in 10. But Balthier was supposed to be the main character of 12.
The thing I liked about 12 was there really was no main character.
Yeah.
In that one, where every other one, it's a lot of the same. It's here's this main character. He's in love with this girl who's also on the team. It's like that pretty much everyone.
Yeah, everyone has their own character arc. But after the beginning of the game, Vaughn and Pinello don't need to be there. They just don't.
I like Pinello, though.
She's a nice girl. I just hate Vaughn with a fiery passion.
Yeah, I just like Pinello. She's a good healer. She's got the best.
She's really
stats.
good for healing stats, yeah. This spooked the shit out of me. And I'm also really excited this enemy's back.
Spooked. But anyway, yeah, we'd like to do the Flashback Fridays. This also gives a lot of our other team members able to play through like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network with each other.
I want to play with each other.
So that they don't always have to make the trek over here, especially during the bad weather. Because a lot of, I have to buy a lot of the games for this channel, which we appreciate Nick here buying this game. Not that he bought it for the channel, he was going to buy it whether or not.
Yeah, I want to talk about that for a second. I don't trust Best Buy anymore because of this. I went in a couple months ago to pre-order the deluxe edition of this game, and when I went in to pick it up today, they informed me that they didn't even order it in. And
About right.
The staff and the management just fought with each other about it in front of me, and then basically told me to try somewhere else. And I got no consolation for my time or any "I'm sorry" even.
Yeah, I'd be happy if they at least apologized. Because, working in retail and everything, shit happens.
Yeah, like, it's a weird situation because you couldn't even order the deluxe edition through GameStop. Like, they stopped after a while. And one of the guys who worked there explained to me that it was probably they only made X amount of copies and they ran out of those copies.
A lot of these companies, and Capcom has admitted it too, they're really trying to get away from these physical copies.
It breaks my heart. For games I love, I want to own them.
I don't really. And I told you about it. The only ones I ever order a physical copy of anymore is if it comes with a steel box.
And that's what the deluxe edition for this had. And I was really looking forward to that.
Or, I guess, if I find it cheaper at, like, GameStop or something on sale versus online.
I also like to get physical copies for games that if I'm gonna give them a chance, but if I don't like it, I can just sell it back. So it's not a complete loss.
I just like you to get physical.
I like physical. I like having physical media.
Yeah. And there was that in the news about Xbox saying with their next, that new edition, Xbox One S coming out that has no disk drive.
Yeah. Remember when the PSP did that?
Yeah. The PSP, you couldn't pull that off.
The PSP was the first, system to think of that, and it bombed. People were mad about it.
It was the wrong time to do that.
Those PSPs go for a lot of money now, though.
Oh yeah,
Those versions.
I love the idea. So at this point, it just helps me out that I can, if a game comes out when I have the day off, I just wake up, turn on the machine, there we go. I mean, that's of course what I did for Barbie's Horse Adventure on the Switch. I had to, you know.
If I would
I'd have it that day.
just gotten the digital version of this, I could have been playing this 10 o'clock last night.
That's true.
But because I thought I was getting my physical, I was like, I don't need to worry about it.
Turn your head and cough. I'm giving you your physical right now. It's not a cough.
That's how I cough.
Okay. Oh, I think this is that part, that cutscene I saw. I mean, if it is the cutscene I saw, this bitch has dedication.
You're up, Nico.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I skipped this the first time because I thought, oh, it was just another she's coming up to me thing.
Dude, I love
regret
that.
that now.
I love that that's on the tire too.
And I thought about getting the collector's edition for this because I love this franchise, right?
The Amazon edition.
Yeah, but it only came through Amazon, and I wouldn't have gotten it day one either if I did it that way too.
Yeah.
So I'll just wait for that to go on sale. I decided instead, there's a company that's making a Dante statue. That's a really good figure company. So I'm gonna get that. And they also licensed official like 5 jacket besides the ones that were in the Japanese collector's edition. And I bought that, but it's really dirty, and that's why I'm not wearing it tonight. Like it's really easy to get dirty.
Oh. I don't know. I even thought about when these games were coming out and you were talking about the Amazon one, I thought about, hey, if you want to order it, or if you want me to order it and you order the or just get a regular edition for me and stuff like that, and that way we could play it for the channel. But it was great that you were getting this anyway, because it left open for other games for me to get.
Yeah, it would have been kind of fucked otherwise if I decided to not get it, because you were gonna just rent it from the Redbox.
Yeah, and then I looked up the Redbox and it said that we weren't getting it here, so but then I ended up going down to, like, I think Target had Ace Combat 7 on sale. Played that because I'm loving my PlayStation VR right now, and I went straight to throwing up from it. But it was good. It was funny.
I want to try the pasta breaker again. I just
Should.
I want to see what it do. Because last time, I don't know if I messed up or not, it just blew up on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, just blowed up.
So after I kept playing Ace Combat 7, I eventually got used to the controls and everything on it to where I no longer felt sick. But it was some bad feeling when you first do it. Plus you can only do it in expert flying mode, so you have to fly like an actual jet does. So when you turn, you have to turn sideways to...
That sounds...
Where if you put on normal mode, it flies more like how a commercial jet, where it just kind of goes like a slight hook turn. So it took a while to get used to. I crashed in the water so many times. It was like, saying pull up, and I'm like, I'm trying. But once I got the hang of it,
What? No chit chat or monologue? Just get
then
on
I
the
got
phone.
The fork is ridiculous.
then I did the first messenger and only got a C rank, saying it took me too long. I was, you shitting me? Who got this so quickly? Somebody. Okay, what's this pasta breaker do?
Yeah, I should probably figure that out. So if I charge and fire, I mess that up.
You miss. Okay. If you charge and fire, you miss.
If you just press circle, you shoot a pasta ball.
Ah, so it screws him. I mean, he's got the little spaghetti arms, so it probably needs to be done.
Does it not have a charge? I am charging you. Fire!
Run! Dude, that almost lit you on fire.
I need you to do your thing. It doesn't do anything at long range. That's kind of sad.
Nick,
What?
what game gave the inspiration for the juggling mechanics due to a glitch?
Oh, I know this one actually.
10 seconds.
Onimusha. Am I right?
Onimusha what?
I don't know the Onimusha games that well. I just know it was an Onimusha game. Was it the first one?
Yes. Which was Warlords.
The only reason I never played the Onimusha games is they have the tank controls. I don't like those. I don't want this anymore.
I guess I don't understand. I've played all the Onimushas and they're...
Don't they have the Resident Evil control?
No.
Oh, I thought they did. My entire life I thought Onimusha had the Resident Evil controls, and that's why I've never played them.
You know, maybe the first one did. The last one I played was like Onimusha 3, and you didn't play as the regular same character. I think it was 3, maybe 4. It was really cool because I had a Game Shark at the time, and so I could unlock your character looks like Ryu. It was cool. Again, I apologize for coughing up a storm here. I'm still not feeling my best.
Try harder.
I've been working out for a week on how to do this episode. I had all this like stuff planned. I was going to give it so much energy, but I don't have it in me.
Maybe it's because you're a big nerd.
No, I can't argue with that one.
Oh god.
And a porcelain donkey.
Don't walk onto that. I don't know what happens if she finishes that move, and I really don't want to find out.
You have the butt sex. That's what always happens when you finish a move. Yeah, as I say, you should probably grab. That'd be a good idea. Yeah, and that's a place you don't want to be when she's doing that move. Dude, see, if that were me, I would be aiming my gun straight down and just blah, 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 blah.
Unfortunately, as you know, guns don't do shit in this game.
That's true, which doesn't make sense. In all actuality, a kinetic kill, even of that, I mean, of a 45 or 44 caliber like that, should be doing more damage than swinging your sword.
I've always thought of it as maybe, well, in actual cutscene, guns are very effective.
Yep.
But how I always like to think about it and stuff like this is why guns are less effective is because you're not physically connected to it.
It could be like Dirge of Cerberus, where you only really had a gun option. I think you could physically hit people, but
They added a melee in the American release
oh, did they?
because
It was dumb.
the Japanese people didn't get that. Oh, I died to this thing again. This thing killed me last time.
Use the force.
I want to see what a gold orb does.
Yes. See, refills everything.
Hell yeah, we're back in business, boys.
Hell yeah. Would you like a big, fat, stinky hot dog?
The fuck are you on?
Hell yeah. Fucking one of my favorite Saturday Night Live is the Emma Stone one. You should watch it. It's hilarious.
The last time I did this fight, I entered with half health, and I got it down to the end, and then it killed me. But this time I am not doing so hot.
That and I'm distracting you.
This is true. Ouch.
Like this. Cheek massage. Are you feeling better?
No.
Okay. Now are you feeling better?
No!
You know, if you'd say yes, I probably would have stopped, but...
Yes, I feel fantastic, Nate.
See, that's all it takes.
I'll kill me.
You should.
Ah! No!
Good job.
I'm getting my ass kicked because of you.
You can't just blame me for everything.
Yes, I can.
This is the world of a gamer. You constant being distracted.
Why are there no green orbs on the stage?
I think we should also do an episode when Mortal Kombat 11 comes out.
I'm not down for that. I just suck at fighting games.
I know. I haven't found anybody else who's really good at them with me.
Oh, come on!
We're gonna upload an episode that
You're
Ephraim
killing me,
Ephraim and I did. It was on the game One Strike. Hope everybody enjoys that one. It's a lot of fun. That's a fighting game for everybody.
The City of Final Fantasy.
No, One Strike.
The PSP ones, 'cause those are good.
One Strike is a fighting game like all the others, but it's only one hit. So whoever gets the one hit wins.
I like that concept.
Yeah.
I like that game where the goal is just to pick each other up and toss each other off the edge. It's on Gang Beasts. Gang Beasts. 90% sure that's what it is.
Gank Beasts.
Pretty much.
Yeah. That was pretty sexy.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
This game would be so much better if you were playing as the Dante.
You like boobies? Speaking
Is that
of,
lady?
yes, it is.
That is lady.
Speaking of hottest girl in Devil May Cry.
You think she's hotter than Trish?
Fuck yeah.
Ugh, blue boobies. That's it. I'm automatically turned off.
You know her?
Trish is hotter than her.
You mean lady? Because yes, I 100% think that.
Believe you do this to Kyria.
100% think
I'm
that.
gonna have to tell her, man.
Is it the two colored eye thing? Is that what it is?
That, the short black hair,
Hey,
the scar,
don't do anything I
tissue that I wish you saw. I don't remember the rest of the words, Scarlet Bra. Not Chili Peppers fan?
Definitely not.
But the Lord has said it's a lonely view.
Oh no, we broke the game.
Jesus Christ, that was a long...
That was a long pause. I hope you get a C.
I got a B.D.G.
How dare you get a B?
I'm average because of that death.
So, at this Silicon Valley Comic-Con
Yeah.
that I'm supposed to be going to,
Yeah.
I guess the Aquaman guy is going there.
Jason Momokun.
Sure.
Momo Shamalama.
Sure. My mama said.
Medulla oblongata.
I would be more excited for the girl. She played as Deadpool's girlfriend.
I don't even know her name, honestly.
I can't think of it. Also, the guy who plays as Officer Gordon from Gotham. He'll be there. I don't really care. I'm not a big fan of these going these things and they're like, oh, it's $100 to get a picture with me or something. Like, no, I got better things to do with my money.
Me and my buddy Estevan, when we were at the last con we were at, had a chance to meet Johnny Young Bosch, the voice actor for Nero. And the line was, there wasn't a line yet. And we're like, should we do this? Because we're supposed to meet up with our friends in like 5 minutes.
I would have. Your friends suck.
We didn't do it, and we regret it to this day. Seems like a cool dude. Is it going to let me? I'm playing as V now. I have not got to do this yet.
No?
No. Let's see what V has. How long are we doing this for? I've never strammed with you.
I usually go till 8. And we have, what, 2 more questions left.
Purple orbs for Devil Trigger.
Maybe I should just go to the next question.
Absolutely. Let's get all these questions out of the way before we finish. Or we can just go till this mission's done. I don't care.
What is Lady's real name? Full name.
Fuck. Mary. I know her first name is Mary.
Okay, you still get the point.
Is it Mary Ann something?
You're almost there.
I don't know her last name.
Don't you remember who her dad is?
Is her last name Arkham?
It is.
Mary Ann Arkham?
That's her name.
Because her mom's Kalina Ann. Also, Arkham's a shitbag. I'm just going to throw that out there while we're on there.
He is. I mean, in both this or in Batman.
Yeah. I mean, he killed his wife, who loved him and would do anything for him, so he could become a god, and then is willing to kill his daughter to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And then he becomes a blob monster, so...
That's what crazy people do.
Now I'm motivated.
By your tips?
Tips motivate me.
What?
I've not got to do this yet, so this is interesting. I have a cane. What are my...
I don't even remember. I don't remember what the last question is. I don't remember looking up most of these questions. It might be that I've had a lot of these.
That's a good point. I got my magic purple
What is
juice.
this? This is Coney Island hard root beer. You should sponsor us because I drink a lot of this.
Honestly, if there's a grape soda company out there, I'll suck your dick.
You also said that to that random hobo the other day.
Which one and which day, buddy?
That's right.
So it is written.
I can't stop thinking about Kylo Ren whenever I see him.
Don't you love in that movie how, like, the first one of those new movies, he was like a fucking badass? And then all of a sudden towards the end, he's just like a pile of shit.
Is as soon as he took his helmet off.
Okay, I've been curious on how this works, because as I've been told, you really have no control over the bird or the panther.
I'm controlling him. I don't know how I'm supposed to get style points, though. Maybe there aren't style points.
There are. I was told you have to get pretty inventive, though.
Oh, this is hard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is... What the hell did I just... I
But-
found my evade button.
But, as I was told by a few people, that they were, once they kind of understood how it worked, they actually took it as a kind of a breath of fresh air sort of thing.
I can see it. I mean, this is cool.
So, I mean, let's face it, Dante and Nero both basically play the same.
Yeah, for them when they're using their base weapons, yeah. But the difference with Dante is he has a bunch of different weapons as opposed to Nero just having one.
He's got multiple arms now for different jack-off technique. Why are you walking into him?
I thought circle would do something if I just pressed it near someone, and it doesn't.
I see. I do want to see the big gorilla.
I don't know how I do that. Oh, it might be his devil trigger.
It is his devil trigger. There you go.
Oh, that was cool.
And you wasted your devil trigger.
Hey, at least he has it.
What are you saying? Are you saying that I'm not cool because I don't have a devil trigger?
Absolutely. I want to know why he has a devil trigger now. What are you, V? I know these questions get answered later.
He's Kylo Ren. Also, if Batman was here, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Get down here, cat.
Batman would have ended all this.
I don't think Batman could be Dante.
Can you
I
not?
don't think that for a second.
The answer is always with preparation.
If they just met on the street, I don't think...
That's always the answer with Batman. Who would win? Depends. Does Batman have time to prepare? If the answer is yes, then Batman wins.
We really haven't
Always.
been given a definitive weakness for Dante, though. I'd imagine holy artifacts would hurt him, because he is half demon, but if that were the case, when you use the holy water item, it would hurt him, too. Cat, come here.
It might be that he's weak or something, being like only a half demon or something.
Also, when he goes devil trigger, like, Dante's tank meteors.
Yeah.
I don't... And Dante can stop time.
Secretly, Dante's weakness, I know what it is. You ready for this?
Pizza.
You would have never thought of this. Wicker. It has to be woven wicker.
Is it Essence of Orca Penis? Please sponsor us.
Nope, it's just wicker. And you get this, you basically, if you put him in a giant wicker basket, he's powerless.
Like fairies in Fairly Odd Parents are weak to butterfly nets.
Oh, yeah, I think I do remember that. It's been so long. And then I was actually watching a thing online about how that show ended.
Did it end finally?
Yeah. They like added another character who was like a girl,
Yeah.
and they're like, it killed the show, and I was like, okay, I don't really care.
I stopped liking the show when they added the baby.
Oh, yeah. Now, see, one thing I do like with V is at least that he has to make the killing blow, because otherwise, what use would he have?
I don't know. I think, from my understanding, on the lower difficulties, those guys can do the killing blows, but on higher difficulties, it forces you to do the final blows, V.
I don't know, I just heard all the way around. But at least it gives him something, because, again, I would hate for him to be this character who just cannot do anything.
I mean, this is really interesting, and do you see what all his familiars are?
A panther and a bird.
They're the bosses from 1.
Huh?
The Panther isn't. It's one of those shadow cats that you fight in one.
And that was a boss?
It was a mini boss.
Oh.
And then the Golem is Nightmare. The big goo monster.
Oh, okay.
And then the bird is a baby griffin.
I remember fighting a griffin.
It's the giant bird boss. You fight him in a coliseum, and then you fight him on a pirate ship.
Oh. I think I brought something up about that pirate ship to you once.
Yeah.
Something having to do with water.
Devil May Cry, if they remake that game, take out the water levels, that's pointless.
Yeah. My hair's
What the fuck? That's awesome.
What was?
You just called down meteors. I know Dante can do that with a hat, but...
With a hat.
The Faust hat. Did you not see that?
I guess I just don't remember enough of this.
Do you remember the Faust enemies in 4? They were the floaty cowboy dudes that were the bugs.
Yeah, kinda.
One of Dante's weapons in this is one of their hats. And you pay red orbs to use it.
Oh, is that what the cowboy hat thing is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures of it. I think you lost your opportunity. Oh, let's say, I think you're about to lose your opportunity of the final strike. Also, people out there, March 10th, don't forget. That's Mario Day. It's important.
Is that an actual thing?
Yeah. MAR 10.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's Mario Day. Generally, most of your stores will actually give discounts on Mario stuff, which never happens. Nintendo never gives theirs. You might find something every once in a while on the Black Friday, but this is about your only opportunity. So any Mario games, get them. I know I'm looking forward to getting new Super Mario Brothers U or whatever. It was on the
Wii U.
Yeah.
That thing that like no one bought.
I know Ephraim has one.
It was a cool idea, but they shouldn't have advertised it as a Wii.
Yeah. Because it did look like it was just a tablet for the Wii. Just an accessory for it. Still a good system, though.
The Wii wasn't a bad console, I'd like to say. It just didn't... It was ahead of its time, I feel.
I think if they just would have given a different name. But like I said in a previous episode when we were talking about this, I think it was our Bayonetta episode, that I think the final stage of the Wii U is basically what 1.0 of the Switch is.
Yeah.
So it's essentially the same thing. Sorry about that. You ready for your last question?
What is it? Lay it on me.
What is the chronological order of Devil May Cry games?
New chronologically, or...
I'll take either one, because
It's really a placement of where 2 is, and that's it.
that is actually it, so I will take either one.
3, 1, anime, now 2, 4, and then 5.
Yeah, because originally it was supposed to be 4, then 2, which was odd to me, but I just went whatever. Then I think somebody at Capcom up said no, it's the other way. So I just went, you know what? Who cares?
We're starting to think that they changed the chronological order because of how the devil triggers were designed.
That could be too, since you didn't really have it.
In 1, Dante's drawing the power off the weapons, and that's why his devil trigger changes with every weapon he uses. In 3, it's the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then in 2, he starts having his own form. And then in 4, it looks more refined, and then the one in this is the one in 4, pretty much.
Now, it does sound like in this one they did bring back with Dante all the different styles again, like...
Sword trick on sword trick!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
I am one of those few people that when I played as Dante in 3, I never switched him. I found the one
Sword Master the whole time.
I used, what was it, Trickster or whatever?
That's a solid choice.
Yeah.
If you want to S rank missions, that's the one you go with.
Yeah, I'm a speedy guy when it comes to games. I like the person who does less damage when he hits, but is really fast.
Yeah. I don't know about fighting this with
That's part of the reason. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, I like those characters too. So I get it. And I really liked that they added the style switching. I just still only ever use Swordmaster. Royal Guard was cool because you got the armor mode.
Yeah. Well, and my first time playing Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
in all actuality, was World.
Yeah.
I kind of played the old ones, but not. I just didn't enjoy them. When a guy I used to work with just called me out of the blue and asked me if I was getting it, and I no, why? And somehow he convinced me to get the game.
World's a great game.
It is. But he all around convinced me to get it, so I got it, and then got addicted to it, and beat it 30 times, and I end up really, but I don't like the heavy hitting weapons, the hammer,
I prefer the twin blades.
a lot of people love that. I mainly did the bow. It may have also that when I played it, I just got finished with, Horizon Zero Dawn. So I was kind of addicted to bows.
It's a pretty good game.
And then before that, had played Breath of the Wild.
Not allow him to gain any more power.
So I was pretty hyped with bows at the time.
Let's see it.
So it was my favorite. I like to just stay back. And most of the time when you watch videos online about fighting my favorite lightning unicorn.
Kieran outfit for both genders is the best outfit Monster Hunter. Fight me.
Oh, they're so sexy.
The fucking horse helmet.
Yep. But it was the reason I was so happy to have a bow, because if you go on YouTube and watch people on how to beat Kieran, almost every video was a bow.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's the easiest. You keep a distance, you shoot fast, you dodge easily, and you just... I mean, you're fighting somebody whose power is lightning. You got to be able to roll a lot.
What the hell is going on? Oh, the bird has they have life bars. Like, I have no idea why he just did that lightning bolt thing. That's cool. That is...
I must have missed it. I must have been thinking too much about killing Kieran, because now I must. I would get in that game where I would run into some monster that I'd become really obsessed with killing.
Kieran's a good fight.
Well, we would, like, my first one to be obsessed with was the Pukey Pukey. When we, after I'd killed it the first time, switching back to our original video, with all of our lovely friends on here.
You don't have any friends.
I really don't. They only help because I pay them. But anyway.
Is there anything up here I missed? Nope.
So yeah, we might be running through the forest, and all of a sudden, maybe we're hunting. It doesn't matter who cares.
I had to fight the Anjanath so many times.
Oh yeah, to get like one horn or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could have been hunting an Anjanath, and all of a sudden a Pukey Pukey shows up, and I have to turn and go kill the Pukey Pukey. And everybody's like, we got this. Excuse me, jeez. Anjanath to kill. And I went, no, I have to kill this thing. No matter what. There's no choice in the matter. It has to die.
Pukey Pukey is a cute little bird. Dude,
if you play the Witcher update for it, you feel so bad for those Pukies.
Does it get attacked by the Witcher monster?
Yes.
I never got to beat World because by the time I was getting around to playing it, all of my friends had already beaten it and stopped playing.
Oh.
So I got to Beelzebub, and then that's as far as I've gotten. But I really wanted to fight the Behemoth.
Beelzebub.
No, Beetlejuice. Is it Beetlejuice?
I have no idea.
The dive bombing one. Drops all the scales off it that blow up.
Oh. Yeah, that son of a bitch. Yeah, he just, and once you unlock him, he just shows up everywhere and ruins everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, I like fighting him. He's better than the nerds.
That was awesome. Jesus Christ.
Who?
The demon just came out of the wall and tackled everyone.
You know, it'd be even cooler if a van came crashing through that wall.
You got a hard on for Nico, don't you?
Only if she'd take off that undershirt.
That's quitter talk. I think her alternate outfit she doesn't have the undershirt.
I wish I could believe you. I think that was a pre-order thing option.
It's something with the
alternate.
deluxe edition. I might have it, I just don't know how to do it.
Well, when I looked on GameStop's website, because again, I considered pre-ordering this, it showed up as a pre-order bonus, not a deluxe. Because it showed up on both versions, so.
I'm really hoping that thing goes through, though, that those people don't pick up their deluxe edition. Then I would have spent $140 on this game, and I honestly don't even care.
Either that or here in not too long, some more deluxe will end up showing up.
I hope so. I'm not against digital media. It's just, this is something I really want to own.
I get that. I mean, it's,
Human blood is
well, and I can't really think of anything
cut off.
that I've just been, like, excited and saying I have to buy the physical of. It's been a long time for that. I think, like, you know, The Witcher 3, I bought that actually because it was like a Black Friday promotion and they were giving away, if you bought it, you got a steel box.
Yeah.
And honestly, I had friends tell me I had to play Witcher 2 and I just didn't really like it. And
I couldn't get into the second Witcher at all. I wanted to, but I just couldn't.
After I beat Witcher 3, I replayed Witcher 2 and it was great. Because 3 made me feel like more I understand of what's going on, so it felt better.
I got an S. I don't even know. I'm honestly just pressing buttons.
You should.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, so at the time I didn't even want to buy, I wasn't even really into The Witcher, but everybody told me I had to play 3, and after my experience with 2, I was like, I don't really care. But enough people did, and since it came with the steel box, I went, oh, fine, I'll give it a shot. And now it's like my favorite of this generation consoles game.
It's a solid game.
It is the best.
Of that year, the 2 games that pretty much everyone was nominating for Game of the Year, I wouldn't have cared if either of them won.
Why, what was the other one?
Bloodborne.
Oh, yeah, I would.
Bloodborne's fantastic.
I'd still take Witcher more.
Oh no, if you're just talking like as much to do in storyline,
Yeah.
The Witcher's better for that. They're both fantastic and solid games, though.
Yeah.
I haven't played The Witcher yet because it seems like a game that once I start playing it, I won't want to stop.
Oh yeah, I've played through Witcher 3, well, twice.
But that's a lot of things to do in those 2 playthroughs.
It's a long. Plus, I have all the add-ons, which actually is a lot to do in those add-ons.
Yeah, I picked that up a while ago.
That's cool that it actually did that. There's that vagina again.
Time to eat a Georgia O'Keeffe painting.
That Nick still thinks is gross.
That one's disgusting and proves my point.
Well, now it is. Gotta quit hating all that stuff. I swore up and down. Don't you want to see what's behind there?
No, I do. I just was wondering if this was like a secret area or if this is the way you actually... Oh, no! This was a secret area.
I
got ahead of myself.
I was about to say about that, but I was like, maybe you didn't see it, or...
Bird up.
Excuse me. I'm getting real tired of this cough.
I got the black lung pop.
Yeah. I got the black lung pop.
You've been down there a day, and I've been down there for 30 years. Merman.
Merman. Merman. Yeah, so that was a great movie. Second one could never have existed, and I would have been happy.
Absolutely. Zoolander is probably my favorite comedy from that era. As far as I can think. I can't think of any early 2000s. I can't think of another movie that's a comedy that I like more than Zoolander from that time.
We're going to be in some discussions later.
Oh, what's your favorite then?
You just wait till these discussions later. I don't want to put you in the bloody mess that would happen on screen. I don't need video evidence against me.
Bring it.
Especially to put something above something of Kevin Smith's.
Oh yeah. I thought those came out in... I thought Clerks came out in the
Early 90s, yeah. But there was some early 2000s.
You know, in all honesty, I've only seen the first Clerks. Every time I was little and you guys were watching the other movies, Dad would take me out of the room and say it's not for you.
You've had every opportunity
Yeah.
to watch Clerks 2, Jane and Silent Bob Strike Back, Mallrats, Chasing Amy.
From my general understanding, Clerks 2 isn't bad, but it's definitely nowhere near as good as the first one.
Oh no, I'd say it's as good. It's just it's like two different movies. They're just not. You can't compare the two.
I learned something really cool. V can taunt while they're fighting.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
So I think IGN gave this game like a 9.8 or something.
9.5 is what I saw. Most people are scoring it 8s and 9s.
Yeah. I think a lot of the stuff I've heard is, again, we got a bunch of characters that are added that lead to nowhere. Again, with Nico.
Bird up.
I would really like if there was a more play as a female character in some of these games. That's why I was really happy for Bayonetta.
You can just look at Bayonetta as female Devil May Cry. That's how I always thought about it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see a crossover game between the two.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But
It never happened.
that's never gonna happen. Even though they're both created by the same guy, that just depends on how tight-fisted Capcom is. This Platinum Games is just all ex-Capcom employees.
Yeah.
And as far as like making hack and slash games, Platinum is probably the best person right now.
I'd agree. I mean,
Styling on us here.
we can basically take Sony out of it, since God of War was nothing like the old one.
That one game of the year, and I'm really happy it did.
I was kind of happy it beat out Red Dead and stuff too.
From my understanding with Red Dead, it really died out after the 5th act.
Yeah,
Rockstar doesn't really know how to finish a game or finish a story.
I don't know how they ended Red Dead 1.
Red Dead 1 had a good ending.
I mean, that one actually blew my mind how it ended.
It was a really satisfying ending.
Yeah. But I don't know. Everybody loved Red Dead 2 so much, and for some reason, I bought it.
Cowboy Skyrim.
Ephraim and I sat there and played it, and we tried so hard, but we couldn't just stick with it for some reason.
Hey, I never noticed that.
Me neither.
It's one of the goddess statues.
Oh. You better learn some stuff.
Yeah, that's probably important.
Yeah, you may want to power up some shadows.
I'm gonna buy a purple orb first.
Why?
More Devil Trigger.
That's dumb.
You are dumb.
That's dumb.
You're dumb. I forgot to buy shit.
Yeah.
Eh.
Hopefully she drives away. Tells you to piss off.
Shut up. I just won't worry about it. I probably should worry about it now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, you're probably going to go home and just redo this mission anyway so you get a better score.
I'm not worried about this one, honestly. I haven't seen any important story bits yet.
I saw some important bits. I see 2 of them right there in front of me.
Shut up.
You shut up.
Royal Fork.
You Vietnamese prostitute.
Demon Canes. I'm excited.
It's odd to think of, buying stuff for his cane, since he really only has to do is his finishing stab. It feels like, what's the point of doing anything else?
Oh, that's cool. Triangle, triangle, and then tap triangle. Buy all the combos. We'll leave it
I
there.
bought 7 combos.
7 combo platters.
This many. See this?
Want to see what I can do?
Ow!
That's what I can do.
I was watching Mad TV, like I was saying. I was watching Stuart bits because it was funny.
If you're done, get moving. I'm gonna have a smoke and then head out.
I reckon.
I was watching
we're-
Dragon Ball Super.
Dragon Ball Supra.
Yeah.
They're bringing it back.
That was just all right. I also watched the Broly movie.
The new one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what the little bugs turn into.
I watched it in English and everything. It looks like a movie that began, and they held all their budget back just for the fight part. And then once the fight ended, they pulled the budget away again.
See that?
So it looked all really nice, well shaded and everything.
I knew part of the fight was CG, but you could hardly tell it was CG.
Oh, I could tell it was CG. I could greatly tell it was CG.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's a really solid movie as far as Dragon Ball movies go.
Yeah, and it was a good way to add Broly into the canon.
Except for I really wonder what they're going to do with Vic Monogama now. Because he's out from Funimation. So there has to be a new voice for Broly.
I don't care. I mean, the guy barely talked in the whole thing, so I don't really care.
I don't understand how to play as V.
I just want to see Broly and
Bird up.
Kale fight.
You mean the same character? But a chick?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to watch them fight. Wouldn't you?
I can dig it.
And they're both just going to get real angry.
Ah!
I like Khalifa or whatever. She's like my favorite.
I like Khalifa too. Wiz Khalifa. What?
What? You prefer that little skinny Saiyan boy. You're like, get angry on my dick.
Man, I haven't watched like any of Super. I'll be real honest with you.
Yeah.
My understanding was I can skip the first season because it's just the movies, and I've seen the 2 movies.
It basically is. I've heard of people trying to defend it why you should watch and everything. It's like, no, it literally is. Goku practicing on King Kai's world. Beerus shows up, challenges him to a fight. Goku gets his butt kicked, then becomes the god, fights Beerus again, does the whole thing. Then he goes to Beerus's world to train, learns Super Saiyan Blue, and then Frieza shows up and does that. There is some added stuff to the Frieza thing, like Captain Ginyu is a thing again.
Good.
It was pretty cool. I mean, it was pretty short, but it was cool to see Captain Ginyu back.
I like Captain Ginyu. He's a pretty meh villain, but it's good.
Yeah.
He's a good comedic relief villain.
Hopefully end this fight pretty soon so you can see what your prize is.
I don't want it.
It's a good prize.
I'm betting I'm gonna lose, honestly, because I really I'm starting to pick up on V, but not enough to do anything special with it.
That and I keep distracting you.
Ah! Please, if you know an adult or a therapist, send help.
Now I give him a wet willy.
I will kill myself. Ah! No! I keep forgetting.
Perfect to do during a show. You should probably fight better and stop worrying about people giving you wet willies and everything.
How do I use UV? Just like real life, I don't know how to use a V.
I was gonna say use it like you use all men for their penis.
Mash the buttons really hard.
Yes.
V's double trigger doesn't heal him. You know what I also haven't noticed in this game yet? Vital stars at all.
I don't remember enough of Devil May Cry for that.
Vital stars are just your generic healing item.
Oh.
There's just green orbs scattered about. Bird up! Bird up!
Yeah, you're not being a happy boy, are you? Luckily you found 2 gold orbs.
They're probably expecting you to struggle with them the first time.
And that's the thing. I heard a lot with people when they worried about, well, I'll run out of gold orbs. From what I've seen, is they're fairly frequent, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
This is like the most I've seen in any... Like, normally you get like 2 a game for free.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of them where it's scarce, and you really got to get good.
It's like people trying to play 3 on yellow orb mode. Ballsy son of a bitch if you do that.
Yeah, I mean, I played original DMC3 and I gave up on it the first time because it was
It's a
tough.
hard game.
Then somebody bought me the special edition, which had the easier mode,
Yeah.
and I finished it and was happier because it just wasn't my style of game at the time.
See, I'm not good at shooters. I don't really like racing games. Hack and slashes are what I really like.
Except for the Mario Kart.
Mario Kart is the exception to the rule every time.
Everybody is good with Mario Kart. Basically, any sport game, if you add Mario to it,
Yeah.
you play it.
I don't like tennis games, but Mario Tennis is pretty dope.
Yeah, Mario Golf. It's the best golf. Even though I do love Super Swing.
The cut worm forgives the plow.
Oh, that's cool.
So that guy may have lost some brains.
It's just a flesh wound. He'll wake up in the morning.
He might wake up any second.
Hot.
What a homo. What a crybaby. I got stabbed by a cane. You know how many times that's happened to me?
37 today. The trial's tomorrow.
Yes. You got it. I'm proud of you.
Oh. Oh. Well, good morning. Bird up.
Good morning, Vietnam. Is that bird talking?
Yeah.
Or is it the cookies I ate?
That's not a good sign.
Life is an imagination. Wanna go smoke some ranch when we're done?
More than I can take on right now.
No.
Taking it off my ranch bottle?
No.
Alright, more ranch for me.
Rance gives me the runs.
Ha.
And now V's dead.
He felt like a bitch.
And now he's dead.
Just let me play as Dante.
And you know what this means, though?
What?
That means this is the end of this live stream. But that's okay, you got a B.
B is in boy.
Look at this, I got this bag here. You ready for your prize?
What is it?
Because I think you really only got the one wrong. Even though technically you knew it. But you still didn't guess it. So I'm just going to I'm going to pass through. So your first part of your prize is this box of flaming spicy gushers. Because they're amazing. His second prize is 2 random packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know what they are, but he still likes Yu-Gi-Oh, so I got him these 2 packs.
I'm a man-child. Accept me for who I am.
And third prize is a punch in the dick. That prize was for me. Thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like us, and don't forget to subscribe.
I hate myself.
Thanks, everybody.